the thought that I should do some advice questions today because they're kind of backing up. And I wanted um, to get some of these out of the way before they become too big the backlog becomes too big. We're just watching something. Well, hey, now you get to see me in real life, in real time. Um, what's everybody? Oh, the how to date one. Oh yeah, that's a good one. What's so interesting about me is like I get these moments of clarity and focus, and like the topics and the words just kind of come to me. It's kind of like, magical. And then I make the video, right? If you ask me the next day, what did I say? I will not remember because it's I don't know. Some people say, well, that's divine intervention. I don't know what to call it, but I do know that the words just come. It just flows. I don't, nothing here is rehearsed or practiced or even really planned. I mean, sometimes I take a moment and make an outline, um, but in general, especially for these things, I've just been, the questions come in to my Gmail account because even when you use the form, it's sent to my Gmail, and so I select, how you do what highlight, cut, put it in a document, and that's it. Occasionally, I will read them, but most of the time, I don't even do that. So when you hear them, when I'm talking about them here on the air, that's the first time I'm really reading it through. So I give you the answer. My gut reaction is what you're seeing. You're getting the benefit of my many years of experience in this field, my years of study, and of course my oldness. Because once you've been around the block 97 times, you have a lot of shit that you can draw on. So let us start with this. And I'm gonna still be back this weekend though, because I'm still working on setting up my other thing I was telling you about, my dual stream thing. But I don't know, I'm having some problems. I need some help. I need a tech person, but I'm gonna figure it out. You know me, I'm not gonna give up till I get it. All right. Question number one. This young lady is in the 26 to 35 age group. And she says, I've been wrestling with an issue for a while now and I can't seem to move forward. There's a man I know from college. I'm attempting to just ask for sex, but I'm not sure if I'm being calculating or silly. Oh my. A little backstory. I'm almost 30 relationships. This guy from college asked me out. We met up, had a few drinks, but I was admittedly a little closed off. It's not that I wasn't interested. I was just in my head a lot during the date, and I was guarded, and I was tempted to save myself from getting in to him too quickly. Anyway, I think he could sense my walls, and he never followed up, but we remained social media buddies. I was in his neighborhood a year ago for a work project and decided to ask him to meet up for a drink. He never said no, but he was always busy, so I stopped asking him. Since then, we are social media friends. He'll take a picture of mine or watch my stories, and he'll even give me some travel tips when I go abroad. So I know the attraction is still there. My question is, should I ask him if he'd be interested in sex and no strings attached? It seems like a win-win for me, the sex from a man I am somewhat familiar with, as opposed to total internet strangers, but none of the emotional baggage men bring in relationships, or do you think I'm being ridiculous? Oh my God, yes, you being ridiculous. Not only being ridiculous, you being goddamn fucking ridiculous. Okay? Can I make it any clearer? Okay, the dude, okay, every time you want to meet up with dude, he's busy. What does that mean? That means he ain't feeling you at all. Because even if you just met up just to hang out as friends, because I have a lot of we're not interested in each other like that, but we like being around each other. So we will go to Starbucks, we'll go to Chili's, we'll go to, wherever, and, some restaurant and stuff. I have one friend, he likes desserts. So, I'm not a big dessert, but that's what he likes. Okay. So he calls up, oh, let's go have some pie. Let's, okay, whatever. Cause he's a cool dude. You know what I mean? So I will go and I will have dessert with him, although I pick at mine and he gobbles his down and then eats mine too. But it's something that when someone wants to be around you, they don't make excuses about why they can't see you. So you're not getting it. He ain't feeling you at all. Okay. So you sitting up there talking about, well, you want to be, you must really want your feelings hurt because you want him to tell you, oh, hell no, I don't want to fuck you. I wouldn't fuck you if it's the last bitch on earth. I would fuck you with somebody else's dick. Okay. That's what you setting yourself up for. I don't know what's wrong with you. Don't ask him that. Do not do that to yourself because you're going to get your feelings hurt. He ain't attracted to her. I mean, he don't even want to see your ass. What are you talking about? I mean, really? Whew, honey. Ooh, where's my wine? Did I bring some? Did I buy? I need some. One of my people donated some money the other day. I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to hit the liquor store with that. I don't know. She's tripping. But let's move on. Okay, let's move on because that's a wrap, girlfriend. Don't do that. You just like itching to get your feelings hurt and your face cracked when he laughs in your face. He's no. He don't want to touch you. He don't want to see you. He don't want to fuck you. He don't want nothing to do with you like that. And you talking about the interest is there because he liked some pictures on Instagram or Facebook or some other social media. He's being polite. Okay, he don't want you to think that he hates you, but he's not trying to fuck you. He's not attracted to you at all like that. Okay, stop that. Okay, this question number 2. Ooh, honey. Hi, Deborah. I'm a huge fan of yours. I agree with most of your opinions. I've learned so much from you. I need advice about a situation I'm dealing with. About 4 years ago, I met someone I'll call N during a summer job. He was funny, sweet, easygoing. He had a crush on me, but I had a boyfriend and I told him so. We remained friends and he began traveling to hang out with me. He doesn't live in my state. Oh, interesting. After my relationship ended, I began seeing it in a romantic light. But I wanted to heal properly after my long term relationship. So I chose not to admit those things to him until I was ready. 2.5 years passed. Well, goddamn. After our introduction, I finally brought up dating each other to him. He said he wanted to remain close friends and I was cool with it. I'm not one to sweat men not being interested in me, so I kept it moving. We still hung out as friends. My problem is his actions after that event. A month later, we hang out, right? And I get tipsy. I was more giggly and friendly, hugs, high fives, etc. He waits another 2 months to try to confront me about it. I'm going to accept that part was in quotes. He seemed way too angry about a woman he wasn't interested in, not flirting, hanging out as friends. Fast forward to last weekend. He comes up to see me. He points somewhere and says, remember when we were dating and I took you here? My head turned around like the exorcist. And I said, we were dating? With the most confused look on my face and annoyed tone in my voice. He sees my confusion. It is? I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about that. I did order a new router, so I'm going to hope that that helps. I'm going to install it as soon as it comes. He sees my confusion and says, yeah. Hell, even though I said we never dated. Damn it, it froze on the good part. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It happens. Maybe I need to do my streams at a different time of day because I'm thinking everybody comes home. Everybody's watching TV, and the internet is bogged down at this time of day. And I closed all my apps. I don't have no apps open. I don't know what's happening. It's just a horrible, horrible moment in my life. I don't know what to say. What's going on here? Um. Okay, let's see. Okay, even though we never dated, Deb, I have never ever done anything with this dude that wasn't strictly platonic. Hell, I'm more affectionate with my women friends than I am with him. Even when I liked him that way, I don't even need one hand to count the times I kissed his cheek. He is a good friend who makes me smile and has helped me through difficult times in my life, but I have no tolerance for fuckery, and I'm pissed he tried to gaslight me to my face about a relationship between us that never was. What game is he killing me? I mean, what game is he playing? Should I let this friendship go or simply check him again and move on? Well, this letter was so long, I got to scroll back up and see what she was talking about. Okay, this is funny, easy going. This is after they were tipsy. He said he wished I'd open it more. And when you were dating. Okay. Just liked him that way. What game is he? Okay, what you needed with dude, sit him down and say, sir. That's my favorite. You know, when people are acting stupid in their mail, I call them sir, and they know it's like a slur, but they can't say nothing because it's a word of respect. But that sarcastic spin I put on it, sir. We were never in a relationship. You know, for people to be in a relationship, they have to sit down and they have to say, you know, I want to see you exclusively. I want to, you know, build something with you. I want to be with you. Have we ever had that conversation? So I don't recall us ever being, you know, like a couple. Okay, so then you say, you know, you've certainly been a great friend to me, but I think you're taking some things out of context. You're making a lot of assumptions and stuff. So let's get this straight right now. Do you want to date me as your girlfriend? Is that what you're trying to say here? Put his ass on the spot. Make him, you know, man the fuck up. Because once you say that, if he starts him and hawing, jumping through bushes and running around the planet and all this old stuff to dodge what you're saying, then you know he's just a bullshit motherfucker and you don't really have to be bothered with him too much more. I mean, that would be the way to so you to make this decision. This last question you asked me, should I let this friendship go or simply check him again and move on? That's how you're gonna find out what you need to do by putting him on the hot pot and asking him, you know, some very pointed and direct questions. It's like, you know, what do you want from me? Because you haven't said anything. You haven't manned up. Where the fuck are your balls? You know, man, you do something, say something, be about it. Let him know that the tactic that he's taking is, you know, is passive aggressive and it's stupid and it's definitely not masculine. That's some bitch shit. So let him, you know, just, I mean, I don't know what words you use. The words I use or some words I would use. It's like, motherfucker, please. Ain't nobody trying to be with your nigga ass. You ain't said shit. You ain't about shit. And you know, need to man the fuck up if you want to be with me. You need to let the bitch know. That would be me. But everybody's not like. So you say what's going to work for you, and then you know, let the chips fall where they may. I mean, he may be really interested in you and just acting stupid and be too scared to say so. But that's why you give him the opportunity. So put it out there. And if he's still too scared after you put it out there so bluntly, that's his opportunity to say, yes, I want to be with you. I want to be your man. If he says anything other than that, then you get rid of him because he's just full of shit. You know, who can't get their shit together. That would be a negative. What do you think about men that tattoo their girl's name on them and expect them to do the same in return? Shit. Tattoo my name on you if you want to. I'ma just look at it. Like, wow, why you do that? Because you know we might break up next week because you know how I am. I wouldn't have done that if I were you. I'm not draw. I mean, what the fuck? Are you like a slave master now? I'm branded with your name, nigga? I don't think so. No, I'm not doing that shit. Plus, I heard the tattoos hurt. I, Deb don't like pain. I got a cut on my hand. See this? I got a cut on my hand from a paper cut digging in a package of copy paper to put in my printer right here. And that shit sliced my hand open. I about had a heart attack. See, no. I don't like any kind of pain. I don't want to see my blood. I don't want to be going ouch. And this shit here, you know, scar. I'm supposed to put some oil of oregano on to make sure I don't get no infection. I mean, no, that ain't happening. So y'all good. Y'all better than me. I can't do it. He would have to go. Question number 3. I recently met a great guy. He proved his character was great by a situation I discovered about him. I shared that with a friend of mine, and the first thing she did was accuse him of criminal activity, game playing, lying, and manipulation of facts. Wow. Yes, paper cuts hurt. Thank you. See, I have a somebody feel sorry for me because they noticed I'm in pain. This shit hurt though. And plus it's like right here on your hand where you have all them nerve in it. Oh, I was yeah, that was in a sad moment in my life. Okay, so I shared it with a friend of mine, and the first thing she did was accuse him of criminal activity, game playing, lying, and manipulation of facts. She then said that she would prefer that I be with an ex who proved himself to be cunning, manipulative, and emotionally abusive. Why do you think she took that approach instead of being happy that I finally met someone wonderful? What is going on here? Oh, you need to get you a new friend. That friend is throwing major shade. Okay, this is the kind of chick that, as long as you are having drama and you're in pain and hurting and in agony and crying and complaining and all that stuff, all that negative shit, that bitch is happy as a fucking clam because she enjoys hearing those stories. She doesn't want you to be happy. She doesn't want anybody to be happier or in a better relationship or being loved more or treated better than she is. That's what you're dealing with right here. So I mean, she's not going to tell you that, but that her reaction is that I thought were just really great people. I mean, I don't really deal with them outside of work, but they were wonderful people to know. I mean, their character, their inner soul, who they are as a person was wonderful. So you feel honored that you even got a chance to meet a person like that. Okay, now you got this broad here. You finally meet somebody who's great, and tell her about a situation where this dude proved that he was great and had like strong moral fiber and great character and all this stuff, and you share that with her in a moment of like amazement and pride that this man is someone that's yours, and this is how she comes at you. She tries to feed doubt and toxicity and negativity to you to have you suspicious and feeling doubting and questioning this man so that she can destroy your belief and confidence in him and thereby destroy the relationship. This bitch is toxic as all fucking. You need to get her out of your life as quickly as possible. This is nobody for you to be friends with. Nobody. Yeah. I mean, even if you're not happy, even if you have some reservations, because I mean, you got, she says recently. Okay. So I mean, there may be something about him that shows up later. You know what I mean? But you don't know that. You have no facts about that. And so there's no reason for you to start accusing him of some shit that's not even in evidence. Criminal activity? Lying? Gameplay? I mean, where are you getting that from? That sounds more like it's from your life than it is from hers. I mean, I'm sure she experienced that in her past. Y'all friends, she's probably talked about, you know what I mean? We talk about these kind of things. But there's no reason for you to bring that up now that she finally broke free from that and has a man who's everything that she wanted. At least that's what she thinks right now. So why can't you be happy for her? Why can't you at least be neutral while she figures out, what else is behind the curtain on this dude? See, that's a bitch. And I don't mean, like you my bitch. I'm talking about like one that you need to stab in the eye. Okay, question number 4. Dear Deborah, do you believe that men in the US these days lack the balls to ask women out? Is it a geographical thing as in a certain state, or is this a nationwide problem here in the US? I'd have to say it's nationwide. From what I've observed from real life and what I've seen online, men in the United States have vaginas. What they call them manginas. They are straight fucking pussies, weak as all hell. These dudes are like they want women to ask them out. They want women to drive. They want women to pay for the dates. Um, I don't know. I think that I think the proliferation of those pickup artist books, in the early 2000s, late 90s, whenever they started coming out. It changed a whole bunch of men. Instead of them striving for greatness and to achieve manhood and to make their mark on the world and stuff, that mentality of that women are something to be manipulated and used contributed to men's weakness, to their lack of goal setting for themselves. Instead, they want to run these scripts that they read about in these books and heard in these seminars and stuff, and they want to use these little trite lines and things to try to get women. It's their thing, this I scored, I got her, I did this and that. They have terms for everything. Like instead of saying I showed her some affection because they don't really like her, they have some terms for it. I elevated, escalated, some terms like that. It's like they have these like measuring sticks for the games that they're running on women. It's really bizarre. I'm telling you, I studied that shit for about 2 years until I was like, okay, these are some nuts. And they are mostly white dudes and crazy as a Betsy bug. So I don't know. They want you to ask them for sex. They want you to drive to buy them drinks. They want you to take them out for dinner. They want you to drive and pick them up. I mean, they want to be women. That's what it is. They want to be women. They don't want to do anything where they're exhibiting any kind of caring or concern or masculinity. And then they wonder why women don't want to be with them. It's like we're women, okay? If we were interested in another woman, we would be a lesbian. We want a fucking man. So unless you're gonna stand up and be a man, then who you think gonna want to date you? That's why your ass is single. That's why your ass is sitting down there on your mama's basement in a basement apartment online complaining on them MGTOW and TFL blogs because your ass is just all kinds of fucked up. Now these dudes, these pickup artist dudes, I noticed a trend when I was reading all those books and listening to their videos and stuff. They have a certain type of woman that they like to go for. The young, insecure, um, low self-esteem type of broad who appears, who depends a lot on her appearance and external approval from men. So that's why they have these things what they call negging, right? So they'll walk up to her and like, oh, you're beautiful for a dark girl. Okay, so see, they gave you a compliment, but then they turn around and cut you off at the knees. Or, you looked a lot younger until you turned around. Stuff like that. So you have to watch these types of dudes. Um, they don't want, women who got some strength and some sense don't want no they don't want no weenie ass bitch ass man. And these guys, they have like thousands of videos on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen any of them. True Force Loneliness and Men Going Their Own Way, aka MGTOW, all mad because women didn't give them what they wanted. And so now they claim they don't want women and stuff. Fucking liars. Because all they do when you go on their pages and stuff, all they do is like, those bitches, this and that. Okay, you still worrying about what women do, motherfucker. Did you not realize that? Your mind is still focused on some pussy. So no matter what you say and try to make yourself feel better about how you don't want women and stuff, your bitch ass wouldn't be thinking about women and pussy and how you ain't getting none if you wasn't thinking about women. So nobody's falling for that shit. I don't know who you think is stupid. It must you think yourself is stupid, but nobody's stupid here but you. I'm telling you. They just be mad because they're like, well, women only want thugs. Women don't like nice guys like us. No, women don't like a man with a fucking vagina. That makes her a lesbian. She don't want that. She wants somebody who's a slinging dick and got some nuts. And so you are sitting up there playing your video games and whining about how you a nice guy and women don't want, women only want players and stuff. And you know why women like? Because players have some balls. Players are manly and masculine and they know how to talk to women and they laugh, they make you laugh and they're enjoyable to be around. If you learn something, if instead of complaining about players, you need to practice some of their techniques and then you might get some trim. Dummies. I'm like, oh my God, these dudes are so stupid. So after this, I'm gonna need to get a drink. Oh, you know what I mean? These dudes, they resent women. You're right. They resent women so much it's not even funny. They resent women because women got the pussy. That's what it is. They just mad. Don't be mad. Okay, here's question number 5. And they want their girlfriends and wives to act like those women. please. Women, I have a whole article on survivingdating.com about the porn, why women should stop. Why men should stop watching porn. And I go deeply into that whole thing about how they take what they see, because they're stupid now. They don't really understand that these women are getting paid, five, eight, 10,000, even more, depending if they're a star per video, to pretend like this is the best dick ever in the face of the earth. They grabbing their hair. Oh my God! It's like, they doing all this kind of stuff, right? And dudes are stupid, right? Because they watching this and they're thinking, okay, my girl doesn't do all that. You know, it must be something wrong with her. It's no, because you're not paying her. Trust me. If you whipped out $5,000 in cash, she would put on the best performance you've ever fucking seen. That's what would happen there. But men are just dumb like that. Their egos. You laughing as you drinking wine. I wish I had some wine because I'm telling you. It's just unbelievable. They're watching a fucking movie. It's a movie. It's fantasy, dudes. It's not real. So you go and you look at what's not real, and then you want to look at your woman who's sitting there in flesh and blood, right? She got a pulse. I mean, she's real. And you want her to act like somebody who's getting paid $10,000 to fake it. And you think, your ego is that fragile? Seriously? I'm just like male in my 40s. Are my wife and I the only like that don't approve of interracial relationships, specifically for your children? I don't know how he fucking found me. Probably from one of them MGTOW page. I really don't know because at this point, I could keep telling you guys, even though my target audience is African American women, there are a lot of women that come here from other races and they have enough sense to, contribute nicely and politely, or just, what I mean, they might just be quiet. They're just learning. They're listening and learning. I appreciate them. I love them for that. They're not trying to hurt nobody, and they're just being very respectful, and that's all I ask. So a lot of people of other ethnicities come here. A whole bunch of white dudes come here from those MGTOW videos and stuff that I did. I mean, thousands of them. So that's something. And once you realize that relationship dramas are kind of universal. Like I said, the thing that Black women have that other people don't have is racism. That's compiled with compounding our romantic relationship issues. So that alone merits extra attention and focus, because it's generally white people that are doing it. But like a lot of white sisters come here, they ain't tripping. They trying to learn, they trying to be in a sisterhood, and I'm all for that. Because the more of us join forces to fight what's going on, what men are trying to do to us, the better off we will be. If every woman of every color got together, we would be unfucking stoppable. But it's just the kind of, there's so much division and so much religious indoctrination and patriarchal thinking amongst females that will probably never happen, because those that are like, the well, dick suckers, those women will never ever risk being labeled a feminist, or do anything they feel like goes against men, because that's their whole world. They want to just be like this well of help and nutrition and support and love and comfort and everything else for any man. It don't matter who it is. It don't have to be their man, any man. So if they have to choose between any man and a woman, they're going to choose any man. And so that's why those of us who recognize that and who want to still be warriors, we got to leave them behind. They just gonna have to suffer over there by themselves while we go on and raise holy hell and get these men in check. All right. Oh, you do, Lux? Well, that's good. I'm telling you, see, Lux is cool. I mean, it's like, you know what I mean? I don't be tripping. As they say, some of my best friends are white, but I'm being facetious, but seriously. And I don't really trip on that. Growing up in San Francisco, you should have seen my wedding picture. It looks like a little United Nations. That's me. But I just don't like it when they come here saying that, it's not just Black women, it's all, yeah. It's like, don't disrespect my sisters like that. Don't do that, because then you're gonna have a problem. So this white dude. Now let's talk about this young lad. This young lad who in his early 40s who approves of this interracial relationship. Who gives a fuck what you disapprove of, motherfucker? You know, you can't regulate nobody's feelings and hearts and minds. A lot of young white dudes and white women that come from racist ass families like yours end up marrying somebody of another race and ethnicity, culture, whatever, because they are sick of your shit. They sick of hearing your rhetoric and your hate filled ideas of separatism and betterment and stuff when there's no proof of whatsoever that just because your skin is a different color that it makes you better. Okay, that's some shit that Jim Hitler shit that you believe in, and you need to let that go. You see where his ass ended up. So this is my response to this man. You know, that might not be my first choice either. Okay, let's just be blunt, because see, my thing is this: call my baby a nigger or something like that. See, all my YouTube people would have to but GoFundMe because I would be coming for your honky ass. And I'm telling you, your ass will be mine. And your wife's too if she tried to stop me. So see, you as long as you treat my child with respect and you love her and adore her as much as I do, we don't have a problem. The second you get out of pocket and you start, hitting her with some any kind of racist or sexist shit, I'm gonna break you off something like you ain't never seen. And trust me, I can get gully. I don't give a fuck. These little people be like, well, you too old. No, that's why I stay in the gym. I will duke your ass. Trust me, and pick up something and clock you. You're not gonna hurt my child. That's it. That's my only child. You're not gonna hurt her. Because I will hurt you. And the hurt I put on you will be put your ass in the hospital. So this kind of thing, it always concerned me. You want to hope for the best. You want to hope for the best, but I've seen too many incidences of interracial relationships, especially with whites, not with other minorities and the minorities, but whites and blacks seem to be the most problematic relationship. I remember going to this restaurant. I was in LA, right? I was in LA, me and my girlfriend. We was clubbing and stuff, and we went into this restaurant, and these two black dudes was with these two white girls, right? And so they sit down, it was a nice restaurant. I don't remember the name. It was like on Santa Monica, water and stuff. It was, seafood restaurant and stuff. That's when I still ate meat. And, we out there and this shit was pricey as all hell. And so we in there treating ourselves and they come in and the two white girls get up to go to the bathroom, right? So me and my girlfriend was like, oh, we need to go to the bathroom too because we wanted to see what's going on. Them girls got in that bathroom and started talking about them niggas like they was shit on a stick. I mean, they was all kind of ain't shits and trifling, and we gonna use them, and but we take their money. I mean, the stuff they were saying, the names they were calling them was pretty amazing. But they said it in the ladies' room, right? So the guys never heard it. But when we got outside, me and my friend looked up, they didn't know that we was listening, really listen because they was in the stall, right? So we get outside and I tell them guys, I say, them two girls was in the bathroom talking about your fucking asses like you had tail and donkey ears. You need to understand what time it is. They are about using them. I repeated some of what they said. So it's like, you can stay with them if you want to, but don't ever say that you didn't know what they really thought about you. And so they looked really confused and kind of hurt, like they didn't want to believe me. But, I don't care if you didn't believe me or not, but it was going to come to pass that what I was telling you was true. And you can't never say that you didn't know because I told you. You know what I mean? I'm not the type to lie to people. I don't have time for all that. Figure myself to be a person of too much class. I'm gonna just tell you what it is, and you believe it or you don't. That's on you. But I don't need to make up lies. I have too much shit going on. I can't remember lies anyway. My memory is bad, so I'm always tell the truth because I can remember the truth. I can't remember lies. I don't remember jokes. So that's Deborah. Yeah, to see some shit like that, I don't know, but I'm telling you, um, you don't have to approve of interracial relationships, but what we have to do as parents is allow our children the space to find their own way. Our job is to give them, direction, education, support their emotional, mental, and physical health by feeding and nourishing them, and they're getting proper medical care, all this kind of stuff, clothing and feeding them, sheltering them. That's our job as a parent. When you birth a child, that's the role that you take on. It's not your job to decide who they love. Now, see, you decide you and cutting you off. So, a lot of these situations I've heard about these parents that were against interracial relationships, and then their daughter, their little white daughter, their white son, married somebody of another race, Asian, Latino, black, whatever. And once grandkids came, the folks were eating crow like a motherfucker because they realized, okay, we're gonna be cut out of our children's life, and we're gonna be cut out of our grandchildren's life because we want to think like some 191812 shit where this is 2018 and we need to get with the program if we want. This is our family, this has our child's blood in their in their lineage, our DNA is flowing through this baby. What the fuck are we doing? See, that's the shit that usually brings people like this around. But it's unfortunate that that's what happens. Okay, and here's the last question of the day. See, this shit pisses me off. Dear Deborah, aside from the physical things, what are some of the differences between men and women? Besides the physical things. Well, I could tell you one, and this sounds funny, but it's true. Women can multitask. Have you ever noticed that? Like, okay, men can only do one thing at a time. Like they're watching TV and you try to talk to them something. They can't, they can't hear, they can't focus. They can only do one thing at a time. Okay, now a woman can be in the car, right? She got kids wilding out in the back seat. She's driving, putting on makeup, talking on her cell phone, and yelling at the kids at the same time. Did you ever notice that? Women can multitask like a motherfucker. Men's minds don't work like that. They just can't handle it. Um, Plus, and having grown up in a house full of men, because I was the only girl, right? Me and my mom, we was the only females, and most of the time, it was me with my brothers. I noticed something. I noticed this with my husband, every boyfriend I've ever had. Women have an innate ability to find things in the refrigerator and in cabinets that men don't have. Men will open the refrigerator, right? You say, okay, the mustard or whatever is in the refrigerator. Men open the refrigerator. If it doesn't jump out into their hands, I can't find it. Have you ever noticed that? Women know how to move shit. You move it to the side, you reach in the back, shift shit around, and there it is. Men just seem to die. They don't, their brain, they can't do that. So it's like if it's not in the front row, and if they don't hold it, don't jump into their hand by magic, then as far as they're concerned, it's not in there and they can't find it. Am I lying? Am I lying? It's true. Um, Men are dumb. Well, that might be. Remember, you said it, not me. Okay, and another thing men do, my father used to do is to just drive my mother crazy. Okay, he have some medicine, right? And this medicine say take one every, I don't know, 4 hours. Let's just say it's take one every 4 hours. My daddy figures, well, if one every 4 hours is good, then two every 4 hours is even better, and that'll make you better faster. So here he is taking two. Okay, overdosing like a motherfucker on whatever it is. But it's like, why do men do that? Why do men do that? Why is it that you have to do something? You have to just be so extra that you have to double up on a medication because you just figure, if one's good was better. I also noticed that men are really good. I'm telling you, my daddy was a trip. Oh, honey, I could make two videos of these. Said I had boyfriends that could remember jokes they heard in third grade. Send that motherfucker to the store, some stuff to buy, and watch how far he forgets. Forget your birthday, forget his anniversary, forget his kid's birthday. But he can remember some jokes he heard when he was 8. Why is that? What is that all about? It's true. It's true. They'll be telling you some shit. They can remember sports scores of some player that's been dead 27 years. Oh yeah, I remember. Joe Namath. So somebody Jones that they nobody ever heard of. Yeah, he was great. He did this and that. Blah blah blah. They can remember all that shit, but they can't remember what you told them 10 minutes ago. I think another difference is, yeah, they have a selective memory. Bill Cosby used to talk about that. Um, Another thing that that's different is that women generally feel kind of insecure about their appearance. Women, even when I was a trainer, I had, they would pick themselves apart. Like I would say, oh, you really, you're looking better. Somebody would compliment them, right? You're really getting in shape. You're looking great. Your body fat's dropped. Your, figure's looking. They would find something about themselves to pick up. Oh yes, but I have this little piece of fat right here that it just really irks me. They're gonna find something to complain about themselves and pick themselves apart. Men never do that. Dude, I'm telling you, dude could have the gut of life, a stomach that pokes out like to here, that like enters a room 5 minutes before he does. That shit is that big. And but he got them like tweedledee legs, right? His legs are muscular. Them real big bellies with them little tweedledee, skinny, muscular legs. He gonna ignore the fact that he gotta reach around that gut. So he gonna reach that gut. He gonna slap that muscle in his leg. Yeah, look at these legs. I'm still in shape just like I was in high school. It's like, motherfucker, have you seen that gut on you? Looking like 16 Santas? You need to quit with this and just look in the mirror and understand what time it is. I'm telling you, they be, they are seriously beyond one. They used to, like I said, I worked as a trainer. I saw this shit all the time. And it's like, dude, you need to cut out the beer and you need to do some crunches. I mean, like hella crunches. That's what you need to do. Plus, men are just stupid. Now you see them videos where they have a team, right? And you see them, it'd be like, Minneapolis over by the lakes and shit. It's 12 below. Snow, ice, all kind of shit. These motherfuckers are out there. It's football season, right? Because that's wintertime, right? They out there with their faces painted, they painted in their team colors and shit. And, feathers and whatnot in their hair and all that stuff. Freezing cold like a bitch. And they sitting up there, "Yeah, ah!" And then, okay, so they feel like, they have to do all this because that's going to help their team win. So then when they suffer from hypothermia and get taken to the emergency room and they sitting there about to die and they hear that the team won, it's going to be because they was at the game with their paints on and that's why the team won. I mean, these are just some things that I, come to mind about the differences between men and women. And admittedly, this is silly, but I'm just saying, you ain't gonna find a woman with a big gut like that trying to wear a bikini. Although, no, that's not true. When I was pregnant with my daughter, we went to Hawaii, and my ass sure did put on a bikini. You know why? Because I wasn't wearing one of them pregnancy suits with that drape over it. No fucks. It was pretty funny, but I don't know. Anyway, that's my advice column for the day. It's some some stupidity and some reality all mixed in here together. That's how I usually do it. Yeah, but but it may be bitchy saying pregnancy belly is very different from beer belly. Honey, that may be, but when you stand side by side, the girth is the same. And I was like, I was probably about, I don't know, 5 or 6 months. That was a good size. It wasn't like I was like, no little just barely showing thing. I mean, it was obvious I was pregnant. And I gave no fucks. I was on the beach, honey, walking around like I was just the flyest bitch in America. And yeah, we have some pictures around here somewhere. I probably should find them. It's hilarious. But yeah, you couldn't tell me nothing. That's like, but yeah, I refuse to wear one of um them pregnancy swimsuits. I saw that shit. I was like, what is this? What year is this? 1920? I'm not wearing this. So I got me a big, and honey, don't you know it had the nerve to have like, it had like a buckle on the side like this, right? So all kind of skin showed, not no thongs, but it showed skin on the side to give in the side of the hip and the side of the butt cheek to give the illusion that you was gonna see more. Cause I wasn't gonna press it that far. I was with my husband and we wasn't, trying to start no shit or people thinking that, stuff was different than what it was. But I was sexy, honey, even when I was preggers. But now that belly, honey, I'm telling you, these men with these giant bellies, I don't, and the bellies be hard. Have you ever felt one? I had one of them bump up against you. It's not soft like women's be soft. That shit is firm like a goddamn boulder. And then they walk over there, bump into you, be flying back and shit. No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want that. So that's my uh advice column for the day. Let me take a look over here and see if anybody got I know I'm crazy. Girl, you will bounce the fuck back. You will feel like you going to Mars. You touch that shit, you just take lift off. Mm-mm. I don't do the big bellies. And that's always some old ass man too. This one dude, he was like in his 70s. And this was, some years back. I was way younger than what I am now. And dude was already in his 70s then. And he come calm talking about, oh, let me take you out. Like, why? Why would I do that? I don't want to look at you. And some old men, they have like that stuff coming in their eyes. It's like their eyes be like drippy. That shit, and they be kind of like wiping like this and all that shit be dripping out their eyes. No, that shit is gross. I don't know what kind of affliction that is, but y'all need to go to the doctor and take care of that. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. And dude was like, his wife had died, right? And he wanted to get remarried. And he would come to these single events that I used to put on. Because I used to have this thing called Panache for Black Singles here in Oakland. I used to put on the singles events and stuff. And that was in the 90s. And dude was old then. So, he was trying to find him a young wife. And I'm looking at dude, and he may have had money and all of that kind of stuff, but there was just no way in this world that was going to happen, at least not with me. And he used to come to all my events, and he started trying to talk to me one day. I was like, dude, no. What is that shit dripping from your eyeball? That ain't working for me. That looking kind of yucky. Spare you? Girl, I can't. I have to share this grossivity with somebody. Because I tell you, let me tell you how I am about yuck stuff. Okay, I must wash my I'm not like I'm OCD, but I wash my hands about 8 times a day. And it's like if I'm on public transportation, I'm using that sanitizing gel and shit before I touch my steering wheel. When I get home, I'm touching shit, right? I'm not trying to touch shit in my house. I'm washing my hands. I clean my doorknobs with Clorox wipes because that's just to me just a germ pool just waiting to happen. Um, I don't, you're trying to remember not to touch your eyes and nose and stuff because that's where all those bacteria get in your body and you get sick. You got to think about shit like that and clean your little kids' hands too, because they be touching shit and they sticking in their mouth, and next thing you know, your baby's sick, and you trying to wonder how that happened. Mm-mm. But when I was in the sea, well, it used to be called junior high. It's called middle school now. I took biology, right? And they were like, oh, bring something in to put under the slide so you can look at it under the microscope. They had these, high powered, what they call them. I can't remember the name of the microscope, but it's like, you can see like the inside of your eyeball and those things. And so I forgot my sample. I had brought like an onion skin. I forgot it at house. So what I did was I licked the slide with the little thing on the top and stuck it under that microscope. Okay, that was it for me. Shit was moving and wiggling, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that in my mouth? And it was just like alive. Like, I was so grossed out. I tell you, I was just grossed out. And so that kept me thinking that shit was going on in everybody else's mouth too. And I'm looking, the dudes, they want to kiss you, right? And I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, wait a minute. What I saw on that slide is going on in your mouth. Oh, fuck no, we ain't kissing. So, I was like in college before I started really getting, into that whole thing. People was like, hey, I had some friends that, couldn't even graduate from high school because they had babies. I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. Deb was not, don't touch me. Don't even stand too close to me. Don't, you definitely ain't kissing me. I'm telling you, I had this thing. It was like a phobia or something. I just didn't want to. I've never seen anything so nasty in my life. And I was so disgusted after that. I've had my mother buy me a big old bottle of Listerine, the tall one, not the little. I'm talking about that big one, a big Listerine. And I was using the hell out of that shit because they said on their commercials that it killed germs. And I was like, okay, I need some Listerine. I need to kill these germs that's wiggling in my mouth. I couldn't stand it. So I know this may be like totally off track and not really about relationships, but it's just something that I just felt the need to say. I just wanted to share because, honey, I'm telling you, that's. I know it may be considered a hot mess, but I'm telling you the truth. This actually happened to me. I look, and for years, I mean, people thought I was really weird. My parents, really had a problem with my parents really had a problem with how I, would respond to stuff. But I'm telling you, I don't care. It was just something I just could not do. I could not do. And then to think about somebody sticking their tongue in my mouth, oh my God, no. Don't keep your gingivitis ass to yourself. I'm not seeing. I have beautiful teeth and gums, and you know why? Because I don't be kissing every motherfucker that comes along, and I use and stuff. They breathe and the spit smell be coming out. No, no, you need to see a dentist home. But anyway, that's enough of that silliness on a Friday night, and I hope you guys enjoyed this insanity with me. Yeah, they got gingivitis and all kind of shit going on. Mm, mm. Nah, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm good. That's a wrap. I'm not trying to be having all of that. Oh, with a drippy nose. Oh my God. Let's see, snorting coke. What you talking about? I met this model when I was in Dubai. He was so fine, but his teeth were black. Oh no. I know. See, you don't kiss that because see, that's like bacteria laden, rottedness in his mouth. No. Yeah, and crusty lips, I don't like that either. You got lips that look like a fucking lizard, dude, stay away from me. Says, I'm good. I don't want my shit all cut up. You see, I'm about to cry over a fucking paper cut on my hand. There, see that? You can see the redness right there. That is a long ass paper cut. That should hurt. You slept with him, but you didn't kiss him. Put a bag over his head. Is that what happened? Dental dam. That might work. He always had a runny nose. Ew, snot boy. Yeesh. I don't care, girl. That snot would have been like, oof. Them rotted ass teeth. No. Because, he would have smiled and that would have been it. All my pussy juice would have dried the fuck up. I'd have seen them black chiclets and I'd been out. Deuces. But I'm trying to tell you, honey, Sahara, just change my name. Sahara Cooper. Because that would have been it for me. I can't hang. But anyway, enough levity with you people. Uh, I'm going to sign off of here and try to figure out how to make my stream that I want to do. Uh, what's this thing? How does this thing keep blinking out? Shit keeps blinking out. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here now and work on trying to set this shit up so this weekend I can do the stream that I really want to do. All right. So you guys enjoy your evening. Thanks for popping in and showing up. And oh, I'm just in a mood today, but this was fun. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. All right. Bye bye.